Welcome to Network Media Hub at One Namibia. I am your host, Priska Anyolo, and thank you so much for joining us today. Today we bring you news from Rundu, Oshakati, and Ndola. Dairy products are important for a healthy diet, and today we celebrate Dairy Love Day. This insert is proudly sponsored by Namibia Dairies. Do enjoy. And now we head straight into the news. Namibia's Anti-Corruption Commission this morning confirmed that a Chinese national was arrested yesterday for allegedly offering a bribe to a public official to consider renewal of a work permit. The suspect, 31 years of age, was, according to the ACC, arrested at the offices of the Ministry of Home Affairs, Immigration, Safety and Security in Windhoek, and is due to appear in the Windhoek Magistrate Court later today, after which more information will be made available. On Wednesdays, cases amongst healthcare workers is our COVID-19 focus point. More than 1,900 health workers have tested positive for the virus, and it seems uptake for the Sinopharm vaccine is low amongst these frontline workers at the moment. The ratio of 4.5% of all cases, or just less than 1 in 20, is consistent with infection levels experienced elsewhere in the world. Recoveries in this group improved from 94 to 98%, but over the 7 days up to Monday, another 51 health workers contracted COVID-19, only 2 less than the 53 cases reported in the cycle before that. Hardap region leads the list with 11 new cases amongst health workers, followed by Oshana and Khomas with 9 each. 5 new cases were reported in the Oshakati region as well. Our first story for today comes from the Kavango East region. Kenya Kambowe spoke to 60-year-old Musongo Joseph Kakuvi from Rundu Sauyemwa settlement, who told NMH at 1 about his rice planting project. He is about to harvest for the first time. Kakuvi received 1 kg of rice seeds from his son late last year, which he then planted on his 4-hectare piece of land in the floodplains of the Kavango River. He planted in November, and the rice is now ready to be harvested. In the absence of a machine to remove the rice from its shell cover, Kakuvi says he will pound it like mahangu. He added that this was just a trial run, and therefore he won't attempt to sell the crop. He lives with his wife and 6 family members.
Siruo simwe nazire mu Mozambia tani kazigwa na waziri imeko kapire mposha makura ina hete kenye mvure za tunduko mu kwedi kwa September.
Johannes Tutaleni, a goat seller in Oshakati, is one of many illegal traders that have been removed from spots along the main road and forced to sell his stock at a designated area. He complains that the place assigned to him is too far away and customers do not know where to find him. He spoke to Tunohole Mungoba.
Ilova ningo patoku shatu yango kulandifira kose tushangifapa kucho shikombo paife shalandu apo sha shikombo ya patula kucha nilandi mbavira kapena shapu ikombo yapo ishala molomba pino.
The process of squeezing juice called okukola from marula fruit, as well as the fermenting and selling of Omagongo, has started in northern Namibia. Chiemo Haidula filmed women at Ndola in the Ohangwena region busy with this work. This task is culturally reserved for women, while the drink is largely consumed by men. The women also use the marula nuts to make juice called oshinwa, which is usually consumed by children. Traditional communities in the north are obligated to take Omagongo to their senior headman or king every year during a one-day festival. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19, the annual Omagongo festival will not take place this year, says Ukwambi Traditional Authority Chief Herman Dilimani Ipumbu. And now it is time to page through the front pages of today's newspapers. Namibian Sun reports on a tussle between the board of directors of the Transport SOE and cabinet about shareholding in the Swakopmund Hotel and Entertainment Center, which is operating at substantial losses. The Afrikaans daily Republikein leads with plans to breathe new life into a multi-party wage negotiation forum for the security industry. Security guards have for 5 years not received a government-approved increase in pay because this forum collapsed in 2016. The Allgemeine Zeitung, Africa's only German paper, leads with new cases of gender-based violence reported by the Namibian police. While the Namibian delves into the payment of $3 million Namibian to the country's former football coaching team, in spite of criticism that no contractual proof exists to warrant this remuneration. New Era zooms in on a vaccination campaign against COVID-19, which seems to struggle to come out of the blocks due to resistance from some healthcare workers. And now for our daily pick of content from inside the dailies. MarketWatch dissects the financial statements of Nedbank Namibia, which, like other banks, faces increased impairments because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And in Business 7's lead story, economists take a critical look at the growing debt government wants to finance from sources inside the country. On its agricultural page, Namibian Sun reports on drought assistance to the Kunene region. And Republican says some officials in the Ministry of Finance is dumbfounded why a senior official responsible for sourcing medicine for the central government store, who were accused of tender fraud in 2018, was exonerated from any wrongdoing by the Health Ministry. The Allgemeine Zeitung reports why gender activists consider the exclusion of LGBTQ+ groups from new legislation to protect people against gender-based violence as homophobic. According to the Namibian, a new school hostel is nearing completion at Omega 3 in the Zambezi region, where some learners have to travel more than 300 kilometers to receive education. A New Era reports that the Office of the Prime Minister has started to assist thousands of Angolans who are flocking to Namibia because of the drought in their country with food aid. Have a wonderful Wednesday and do join us again tomorrow at 1 p.m. I've been your host, Priska Anyolo, live for NMH at 1, and please do stay tuned for a quick snapshot of the weather as well.